Hi, I'm Johnny Malloy, outdoor writer and author of Best Hikes Near Columbus, a Falcon Guide, along with dozens of other books. And today I'm going to talk about backcountry cooking. Should I use a fire or should I use a stove? The fire cook has to contend with smoke, an uneven fire, too hot of a fire, too cold of a fire, if he can get a fire going, whereas a stove is more regulatable. Fire builders need to consider the following. Gather dead and down firewood. It's easier to collect and doesn't harm the environment like gathering live wood. Use already established fire rings wherever possible. Sometimes in national forests and national parks, they'll have steel fire rings already there, ready for you. And one other thing, always be up to date on the latest fire regulations, such as if there was a drought, there might be a fire ban on. Now, when you do make your fire ring, don't be afraid to alter it. See this? Right here I have a square fire ring, a rectangular fire ring. It's better and more impractical than the impractical circular fire ring because a rectangular fire ring facilitates the laying of wood. Because the best way to lay wood for a fire is using a crisscross pattern. This allows for the best amount of oxygen to reach the fire. Like such. During rainy times like we experienced last night, a stove can be a very good asset. As a matter of fact, last night we used a stove under our tarp to make a hot drink as we were chilled in the rain. There's basically three types of stoves to use in the backcountry. White gas like this. This is a single burner model where the gas tank and the stove itself are put into one unit. Now I prefer this type myself because it's all one thing, it's one piece, and it's solid and it's less likely to break. The other type of white gas stoves have a separate tank connected to a hose which connects to the stove itself. These have too many parts in my opinion, and things can go wrong when you have more parts like that. There's another type of stove is butane cartridges, and the problem with them, they're liquefied gas, but the problem with them is once you open a cartridge you don't know how much gas is in there, and secondly, it's probably not you, and I know it's not me, but somebody is leaving these cartridges in the backcountry after they've been used. Alcohol stoves are gaining favor. Primarily used by long-distance hikers, they use denatured alcohol, which is put in this little container right here, and then you heat stuff up. The good side is it's very light. The downside is it has a very weak flame and it's not regulatable. You cannot turn it up or turn it down. This can be a good thing to use if you're planning to cook over a fire and you want to back up, or you're going on a long distance trip. But just remember that you have a very limited amount of things you can actually cook over an alcohol stove. It's primarily used for boiling water. As you can see, there are many options for cooking in the backcountry, whether you have a fire or a stove. The important thing is getting out there and trying your different options and see what works for you. So get out there, get a fire going, get your stove going, and enjoy some campfire backcountry cooking.